Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is the second part of my Maldives vlog. Today I'll show you all the facilities of the island where I'm staying, which is Bandos Island. And basically, as I said earlier, Maldives has one island, one resort concept. So we are staying in the Bandos resort in the Bandos Island. So this is the spa that you have. It is called as Orchid Spa. Amazing peace and tranquility kind of feeling right after you enter this place. If you're taking any services, you will have to pay extra. It was a little expensive, but I think worth the shot because I mean, look at the place, it's so peaceful and it was really nice with all the hygiene precautions taken. I have seen the staff, they are following every single precautions that is required for COVID-19, and I think a huge thumbs up for that. So this is how the place looks. I will also mention the prices and the kind of rooms that are available in this resort. So stick on to the end of the video. Now we are entering the clubhouse. So here you have a kids playing garden. You also have a gymnasium. You also have another sitting lounge. Just in case if you check out of the hotel a little early and your flight is a little late, you can always wait there at the waiting lounge. So this is the clubhouse. This is complimentary, by the way, so which is huge. They have table tennis. This is the sitting lounge or the waiting lounge. If you have an early checkout, you can chill around over here, free of cost. This is the gymnasium. Although I feel a little guilty because I didn't use it. I was too busy eating, stuffing my mouth and enjoying my vacation. But yeah, I saw a lot of people coming and actually using this as well, which is great. They have all the modern equipments you can ask for, you get it there. And this is how it looks. They also have a tennis court, so this is how it looks. It is a very self-sufficient island or resort for that matter, because who has a tennis court, right? And they have 4 restaurants, one which is a bar, another one, so I'll speak more about once I keep showing around. So this is the sand bar where you have karaoke nights, DJ night on different days as planned by the resort. So that'll be the nightlife. You can check with your resort before booking about any kind of these arrangements. Now if you're a backpacker and you're looking for a cheaper option to stay, I would suggest you should try for Mafushi Island. It's a bigger island compared to the others, and they have a lot of hotels and budget hotels and hostels. So coming back to the sandbar, this is how the exterior of sandbar looks. You also have the dock of the boats that get you transferred from the airport right in front of this. And this really looks beautiful in the evening once it's a little dark, and good music. Very nice vibe. It's too hot there, so yeah, I look funny. So that's the dock area. Imagine you're sitting with your beer, coffee, or whatever is your poison in front of this water and sharing the view. So this is another restaurant which is Sea Breeze. So you have different timings for all the 4 restaurants. Here you again get alcohol, you get a la carte menu for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever you want to, and this is open till midnight. And this is also a smoking area, so it is smoke, so you're not restricted for no smoking here in this restaurant. The best part of this restaurant is this view. So they have exterior seating, and once it is a little dark, and you also have beautiful music. So once it's dark and the wind from the ocean water, this really becomes a vibe. And you also have a shark feeding or a fish feeding point there, the stairs, so you can go down there and feed the sharks or fishes. This is the third restaurant, which is Juan. Again, this restaurant is similar kind, but again, the seating arrangements look a little different, and the exciting part is, let me take you there. So you see most of the snorkeling people or diving people here, because you also do have the house reef. Basically, Bandos has their own coral reef, which is very next to the resort. So you, even if you are a non-swimmer, it is a great advantage because you do not really have to go far to try your luck on snorkeling. So this is a restaurant which is called as Juan, and this is how it looks. In the evening, the sunset is amazing over here. So every single evening I stayed there, I came to this restaurant. So this is how it looks. So there are also professional trainers to train you or to give you a training short crash course on snorkeling or diving. If you are not an expert or a non-swimmer as well, you could still go for that, and definitely that will be extra charge. But yeah, you can try it out. Those are the water villas. I would say they are a little hyped, but considering the price, they're about $700 per night, so which is damn expensive. In Indian rupees, it'll be around 40,000-50,000, I think. That way, if until and unless you're a honeymooner or you're okay to splurge that kind of money, I believe they are more of a hype. So this is the sunset look at the Huan restaurant. Very nice vibe with good music. I loved it. So again, each restaurant has different timings and different kind of vibe going on, different menus altogether. Mesmerizing beauty, isn't it? I think Maldives is the perfect location if you're looking for a relaxed vacation, a leisure vacation that you want to take a break from the monotony. Now that is Gallery Restaurant. So this is a restaurant where you get all your, if you go for half board, full board, or all inclusive food meal packages, you would get all the three meals served here in this Gallery Restaurant. So you have fish, you have grilled fish, you have seafood, you have chicken, beef, vegetarian options as well. You have different cuisines here, so everybody has something to eat. There is also a souvenir shop inside the resort, so you can buy mementos from there, from Maldives. Little expensive, I would say, but you still have the option to buy, or you could buy from the airport as well, especially the souvenirs. I got it from the airport. It is a little comparatively cheaper there because you have too many shops to check it out. It was a little expensive within the resort. So that's the swimming pool. They also have a swimming pool bar, so while you take a dip in the swimming pool, you could also order drinks, and that is how it looks. I have some photos clicked here, but didn't really use the swimming pool as such. I mean, when you have the beach, would you really want to go for the swimming pool? I leave it up to you. So those are the garden villas in front. So remember, there are rooms and villas. If you are a family, I would suggest go for villas. There is also a medical clinic here, so if in case you feel a little unwell, you got an injury while walking or playing in the water, you can go check it out. So these are the water villas, the most expensive kind of stay in the resort. So as I said, around $700 per night. So that is how it looks. They also have a stair directly to the ocean turquoise water. These are the garden villas. So if you are a family of two couples, or you are a single couple but have kids, I think go for the villas. or else you could go for the rooms. So there are standard rooms, there are garden rooms, garden facing rooms, there are beachfront rooms, and then you have the villas starting. So starting from garden villa, these are the garden villas. Then you have beachfront villas. But trust me, the best view actually is in the standard rooms which are next to the Huan restaurant. So you could actually request the resort to give you a room which is next to the Huan restaurant. This is the kind of greenery you would find in the entire island. It is amazing. I love the Turigor. Do you hear the cuckoos sing? I mean, wow. So these are the pathways that you can walk around, and they have given a nice gravel look so as to you feel that natural vibe around you. This is how it looks. We have taken the beachfront deluxe room, and if you haven't checked out the part 1 of my Maldives vlog, do check it out. I will place the link somewhere here. And in front of the beachfront deluxe rooms that we have taken, this is the access to the beach, guys. I mean, look at that view. And we were so lucky to even experience rainfall. We were like hoping for rains because since we stay in Dubai, we hardly get rains there. Hardly, rarely in fact. But this is a very peculiar kind of a tree, very nice palm, a different kind. I haven't seen it before. This is also a soccer field that they have. So as I said, they have every single thing, every single kind of sport that you can think of. Soccer field, table tennis, lawn tennis, all of them. This is a huge soccer field, by the way. So this was right before the rains came, and I would also show you around the coral reefs or the house reefs. I in fact chose Bandos Resort for this reason because I am a non-swimmer, but I still wanted to see the coral reefs. So these are the house reefs right next to your beach. So this is a very shallow beach, so you can very easily walk in the water. So this is how it looks, and you get to see those beautiful fishes and sea life over there. In fact, ocean life, sorry. And they also have very Instagrammable picture spots. That is hammock by the water. That was very nice. I didn't really try though. I was a little scared. But yeah, a lot of people were actually clicking pictures, and there are many such in the entire resort. And I'm sure every single resort or island would have the same. So this was the evening view. This is the fish feeding or the shark feeding point. You also get to see the stingrays coming here, so you can feed them. And really nice, you have a stairs and you can go down there, dip your water, they'll come and kiss on your feet. Very nice feeling. So these are sneak peeks of the beach access as you walk around the island. This is unreal, guys. I mean, turquoise water, blue sky, rain, tropical green feeling. It's wow. I definitely feel refreshed and revitalized. Thank you for sticking on till so long. Now, I would also wanted to take all the queries that you guys had on my first part of my Maldives vlog. So I will take all of those questions right now. What are the COVID tests? When should you take it? How much does it cost? And how many days you should be planning if you're planning for Maldives? Any kind of suggestions on resorts. I am really thankful for all the questions coming in. So thank you for sticking on till now. Let's begin with the Q&A, and before that, enjoy this view for some time. So they have given this, a lagoon kind of area wherein you do not really get huge waves, and that allows you to enjoy the shallow beaches, shallow water, and this is a mesmerizing heaven, guys. Hi guys, thank you so much for sticking on till the end of the video. So I hope you have liked the vlog so far. I'm sorry if I haven't put too much of bikini footage of mine, because I'm not that comfortable yet. I'm still starting with my YouTube journey very recently, so I'll get there someday. But anyhow, cutting the long story short, I wanted to make this vlog also very informative and helpful for you to plan your trip to the Maldives. So I got a lot of questions on my part 1 vlog of Maldives. So thank you so much for all the love and all the questions that you guys have shared across. So I thought it is fair enough for me to take all the questions and help you plan your trip to the Maldives. So first thing first, I have been asked that how many days are sufficient to go to the Maldives. I think most of the times people actually go for 3 nights, 4 days. So as I said earlier in the vlog, that Maldives has the concept of one island, one resort concept. So basically you are in one island and you can explore the entire island or the resort compound present in that island, and nothing much to actually do. It is a destination if you really want to relax or take a break from the monotonous life. I think this is the perfect location that you can go for. So I think 3 nights, 4 days is more than sufficient. But if you do not have any constraints when it comes to the leave schedules at your workplace, I think more the merrier. You can plan as many days you can want, or you want to stay at the Maldives. It is a beautiful place. So please feel free to add your trip as per your schedule availability. Now also, if you are a very a person who loves adventurous water sports, I think you have a lot of options there. I'm sure you could definitely plan your trip accordingly so that you can keep some time for your water sports activities as well, right? From diving, snorkeling, you name it, you get it there. So it depends really, but I went for 4 nights, 5 days, and mostly people go for 3 nights, 4 days. So second question is, should I book the trip through a travel agent or should I book it on my own? I think it's a very there's no right or wrong there. I booked it through a travel agent because I got it for lesser price rather than doing it on my own. Now the travel agents get special offer discounts directly from the resorts, for which the decision of going with a travel agent happened for me. While I was checking directly on the websites looking for hotels and resorts, it was coming quite expensive for me as a direct customer. So I think as long as you're getting a competitive pricing, you can either go through a travel agent or also book it on your own, because the regulations or the terms and conditions of this entire entrance or stay at Maldives is very clearly put up there on the websites. No confusions there whatsoever. So go ahead. Another very important question during these times, is COVID test mandatory? Yes, no matter which country, which part of the world you're traveling from, COVID test is mandatory to be negative. The reports have to be negative before you enter the Maldives. Now, there is a time limit of 96 hours. So before your travel date, so let's say if you're traveling tomorrow, so within 96 hours prior to your departure, the sample should have been collected or submitted for the test. So it is RT-PCR test, and you have to get the results negative, and you have to also then take a self-declaration over the website
and attach those reports there as well. So with the details of all the passengers or all the fellow people that you're traveling with. If you're traveling with your family, you'll have to make declarations for each of the person who is traveling along with you. So if you are a group of 4 people, so there will be 4 declaration forms that have to be submitted online along with the COVID negative reports. So once you get that approval will be checked on the airport once you land in Maldives. So make sure you do not just do the COVID test and get the reports negative within 96 hours of your departure, but also do check out and do make sure that you submit the self-declaration form on the website to apply for an approval from them. So do that. It is mandatory. Now, it also depends. I got a lot of questions whether should I do the COVID test once I'm returning back from Maldives. So I think that is a very subjective question, because for me now, I stay in Dubai. So while returning to Dubai, it is very, very mandatory, and the UAE government has made it mandatory that you have to do a COVID test, and it has to come negative before you enter the country. Whether you're a resident, whether you're with any kind of visa, you have to do it. So I had to do it again once I reached there, and on my 3rd day in the Maldives, I connected with the hotel or the resort authorities to call for a doctor who could take my sample collected from the resort and get the test done. So that will be arranged by the resort. You just have to go contact them, and so it depends on your country really. If you are from the Western countries and if they do not need COVID test mandatorily done before you return back, I don't think so it is then necessary for you to do, because in the Maldives airport they wouldn't check while returning, that's for sure. It depends on your own home country. So for Dubai it is required, so hence I did. Now the cost of the COVID test is quite high in the Maldives. Now when I contacted the reception, they arranged the entire COVID test sample collection for me, but however they charged about $150, which is about 15 to 20,000 Indian rupees. So it was quite high, but you do not really want to take a risk there, because it is mandatory for me to do it in the home country, which is Dubai. So I had to do it. So it is $150. It is at times between $150 to $185 per person. So make sure, and that is not included in the travel package. Even if you're booking it from the travel agent, that will not be included, because you have to pay it there in the resort once you do the test. So $150 to $185 per person per test. I also got another question very commonly asked, that does Maldives have any kind of nightlife? So I think it depends, because in my resort where I was staying in the Bandos Maldives, right? So they have their own sand, their own club basically. They call it as sand bar. So they have arranged for karaoke nights, for DJ mix nights, and similar kind of such activities for the people who are staying there, for all the guests at a free of cost. So I think it is best that you check with your resort before booking about any kind of such arrangements or activities that they have planned. I'm sure they would have a few. So check that before making the bookings. You can always call them up and directly check. Commonly asked question was how do you really pick which hotel or which resort is good, right? So I think it all boils down to one thing, which is your budget, right? So now the further your resort is from the Malay airport, the higher or the more expensive would be the boat transfer to your resort, right? So my resort, Bandos, or for that matter even Paradise Island, which is even another common one. So these two are very old properties. They were started and founded back in the 1970s, but they have done quite a good good job, keeping it very fresh and, very nice and very, I think they have renovated the place quite many times, so it is good. They are not very far from the Malé airport, so it took us about 30 minutes for the boat transfer from the airport to the resort, right? So there are also few resorts which are quite far from the airport, so the boat transfer may take 2 hours or even more than that. So the further you are from the Malé airport, the costlier would be the boat transfer. So it depends where exactly you want to stay, and it depends on your budget. Now, if you are a solo traveler or a backpacker who is willing to travel on a budget, I would suggest you look out the options for Mafushi Island, because that is a little bigger island wherein you do not really have this one resort, one island concept there, but you have multiple hotels, hostels, and kind of homestays over there, wherein you can stay in a budget. And also I'm not sure about the kind of arrangement you may have there, because I haven't stayed there, but a lot of vloggers, a lot of people have actually stayed in the Mafushi Island, and they can also arrange so they do have something wherein they arrange for a day trip to or they call it as island hopping. So basically what they do is they tie up so the hotel or the homestay over there in Mafushi Island would have a tie-up with one of the resorts, like let's say Bandos, or let's say Paradise Resort, and they would get you on a boat and then bring you to the Paradise Island or Bandos Island, let you be there for the entire day, and it is more of a day outing or an island hopping for you. Do the snorkeling, the sports, and have your lunch, food there, and then come back in the evening. So that also can be done. So it's not that if you are staying in a homestay, you cannot really have the feeling of being in a resort or island hopping there as well. So definitely check Mafushi Island options as well. Coming to the travel time, now it depends from which country you are actually making your travel. Now, if you are a Westerner, then you either have the option of flying via Dubai or via Qatar, which is Doha. If you are traveling from India, again, same goes the option. You have to either travel via Doha or via Dubai. Now, good for me that I am based out of Dubai, so it was a direct flight for me. I did not really have to take the pain of transit. So you can always check with your airlines that you're booking, be it Emirates, Etihad, or whichever Go Air, Indigo Airlines, whichever airlines you're booking your flights. I think you can always check on the transit arrangements. But for me, it was just 4 hours from Dubai to the Maldives, so I think it was quite comfortable there. And from India, for that matter, it takes about 6.5 to 7 hours if you are, because it is a via kind of a destination for you guys, just like the Westerners as well. So it depends really from which location you are traveling. Now, even for India now, for locations in the southern part of India, it is much more shorter a distance or shorter a trip journey as compared to that of the north or the west India, right? So it depends really. So that is there. And how safe is the flight? I think I can't emphasize enough that the airlines are taking n number of efforts to actually make you feel so much safer, trust me. So I was very nervous while before making the travel, but I was wearing gloves, I was wearing eye shield, gloves, everything, and it was really safe. I felt safe instantly because one, COVID test was mandatory, so that whoever is there has a negative reports of COVID-19, and so there's no possibility that people may have COVID there, right? And second thing, while returning back also, almost everyone in the resort have gone through the test and they had a negative report as well. So it felt even more safer for me. And during the flights as well, there was no such restrictions that there was no meals or anything. No, and there was meals offered in the flight as well. Depends on what kind of you know class of travel that you have booked, whether you have gone for business or economy. Both ways you still have meals option of including your meals on the flights, so go for it. Another very important question is on the visa. So right now Maldives has opened up tourism for anyone and everyone across the world. So there is no such country, even if your country is probably in the red zone when it comes to COVID. So there is no such restrictions for red zone, green zone, or any such kind of restrictions right now. As long as you have a COVID negative report with you done within the 96 hours of your departure, I think you're good to go. And the visa is on arrival and it is for free. So the documents that you need is your passport should have more than 6 months validity. Second is you have to fill up the self-declaration form within 24 hours of your departure, and also the COVID test reports and the return tickets and the hotel bookings. That is safer to have all put together in a file or an envelope with you. So keep that handy in the immigration. It'll really make your process faster. So that will be all for today. Thank you so much for all your questions, and I hope I have covered all of them. If not, do comment in the comment section. I will definitely help you guys out and reply to your questions if you have any. And thank you so much again for stopping by and showing so much of love on my content. I really put in a lot of efforts there.